Hello, and welcome to the Mikey Two Times show. We got Mike North here, we got Michael Rasile, and we are going to help you make some money in sports betting. Mike, don't forget, retweet this. Click that button. You should have just got tagged. So we'll let you do that.
I got it. I got it.
Bang.
It's like being in a jet. You're the pilot. I'm the co-pilot. Like in Midway. The guy in the back, you see that? He's with the gun. That's me. He's going, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, I guess.
Let's get home.
I would like to be the guy. Drove? Do you drive planes? I drove a plane once. I flew a plane.
Really?
There you go. Yeah.
Voluntarily? Or were you? Was it a situation where
No,
a
buddy of mine had a little Cessna. We were riding, and he let me fly it once. It was
sort of like
sweet.
Hepburn. Sort of like Hepburn got to fly Hughes's plane in the Aviator, right? Only you weren't Hepburn, of course.
Yeah. Wait,
was he the Mikey Two Times show?
The Mikey Two Times show. That's a good name.
Gotta get the wins. Gotta get the wins because we're 3-5. This week. I decide every 30 games, but also each week. Last week we had an 8-5 week. This week we're having a 3-5 week.
I like that. You just move the goalposts however you like to see fit. I like that.
Well, unfortunately, I'd like to see fit better than 3-5. There's nothing around it. I could play the game. Oh, you know what I am? Since I joined Win Daily, I'm 26-25. I wouldn't even have to bring up this week's record, but that wouldn't be me being transparent. And it's fun this way. I can't wait to get up in the morning. Really, this is my life. I was just telling Mike, I was just viewing G League basketball. Yeah, G League. I mean, they're throwing sports at you 2 at a time. The golf's on, or this morning in Puerto Rico. Which was, I took B to Puerto Rico. We went for 10 days once. It was unbelievable. Great time.
Wonderful.
Great time. A lot of New York people.
Yeah. It's cold now. Get the hell out of the cold. Get the hell out of the cold, man. I'd go to Puerto Rico this time of year.
Good time. But yeah, Puerto Rico was on. Then there's another tournament on this afternoon. Fitzpatrick and those guys. Last week, I cleaned up on the golf. Don't ask me what's made me take Max Homa out of all of them. I said, I've never won really big at golf until last week. I got him at $700 going into the final round, down 2 shots. Boom. And he won that. And I also had Burns beating Fitzpatrick and somebody else at 35-1. And he wiped, Dustin Johnson wiped them both out.
Yeah, well, he was incredible from the start.
He was fading, but Johnson just crapped the bed. So I had a great week with the golf. The college basketball, a little rough, like you've been telling me, and I've known that is for every year, but they're kids. We talked about that. They step out of bounds. They catch the ball out of bounds. They foul the 3-point more frequently than the pros. That's just part of the game because when it happens to you, it's great. And the pros have been pretty good until last night with the Lakers. Yeah, I don't want to hear about it. LeBron lost his guy. That guy, by the way, led the Lakers in every category last year except assists. Okay? That guy was really the MVP last year. Because if Anthony Davis isn't on that team and any other center may be on, I don't care if it's DeMarcus Cousins who's done now or somebody like that, they don't win. They don't win. And they're not going to win now unless that kid's healthy. And they're still going to have to. Look, the system gave me a game, Mike. Of all the games yesterday, it gives me the Lakers. In my heart.
Yeah.
In my own heart. I was going to go back to the old days, but I can't. In my heart. Because in the old days, in my heart, got me to 2-10. Okay? But in my heart, I said, there's no way this line makes sense. LeBron and a bunch of misfits. Period. And it worked. But I had to go with the system because once you start going against your own system, that's what it gave me. And that gave me the 2 college games. Cincinnati came through, thank God. So what I was saying earlier is, if I'm 3-5, I could have easily, with yesterday's game, and there was a game the day before we won by a miracle, we should be like 1-7. So those 1 and 2 nights, that's called consistency, folks. You don't want a band of 0-3, 0-2, 1-3, 1-4. Since I've been here, I think my worst lost day is like a 1-2. 1-2. But I've had 2 in a row now. Okay, so tonight I'm gonna fix them. I got a little something for him.
We are.
I'll put him on alert, Mike.
I love it. We're going to fix it tonight. And yes, I saw that LeBron Lakers. When you get LeBron James +9, if it was against any other team than the Jazz, again, I'll listen to your system. I'm going to keep following you. But the Jazz are on another level
I know.
in terms of covering the spread this year. When I saw that come through, I thought, you know what? I'm going to take it.
Throw up when I saw it, and I still have to take it. Well, I would have taken Tulsa instead of Cincinnati, so it all evens out.
Okay.
It all evens out.
All evens out.
It was one of my highest graded games. LeBron and those guys were supposed to cover. Mm-hmm. That's the point. You can handicap them. You can't play for them. Like I've always said, you can't play for them. And they were lazy. LeBron turned the ball over 4 times. Well, you're saying, well, that's not a lot. Wait a minute. This is the great facilitator. 4 turnovers. Okay, that's fine if you have 9 assists, 10 assists. But if you only have 4 assists and 4 turnovers and you don't score your average, you crap the bed. And Utah looks really good. They moved the ball.
Utah is incredible this year. I don't know. We'll see what happens come playoff time. I still think
then they start guarding people and then get out those outside that space for the 3 feet apart for the jumpers.
Mm-hmm.
It happens to Harden. It happens to everybody. The scores start coming down, stuff like that. All of a sudden, they're in each other's face a little bit. Mm-hmm. There's a little bit more chippiness. They're not saying, hello, I'll meet you at the strip club later, or tell the girls to meet us over here or over there. Let's have something, a bite to eat. No. It's a whole different ball game. So we'll see what happens. You're right.
I'm excited for it though. It should be fun. Yeah. I think Anthony Davis is going to be okay. I'm very confident of that. I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too. But we don't know.
Yeah, it's an Achilles injury. So
look at this Durant. He's always got injuries now. Mm-hmm. Always. And you just wonder how long it's going to. He's never had the body. He's a great player.
Incredible.
Never had the body. But the body's made him great.
Mm-hmm.
But that body's not conducive to a 15 to 18-year run. It isn't, and he's already had it break down.
We had him break down. Hopefully he comes back and is healthy because I want to see the 3 of those dudes on the court at once. More. I think we've only had it for 6 games so far this year because somebody's been out or hurt or COVID or this or that. So hopefully he comes back. Hopefully he's healthy and we can see a nice little run of James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Durant playing at the same game because I am here for that, Mike.
Yeah, and the MVP race, is all but over for LeBron. It's all but over. He's been exposed. It was -130. I know people that made a bet on him 2-3 weeks ago. I go, you might regret that. Davis went down. I said last week, I was on ESPN 1000 with my buddy Carmen DeFalco, and I said, we had the guy in from Prop Swap, Luke Burgundy. And he was telling us, well, the LeBron tickets are basically even money and stuff, what have you, but Anthony Davis went down. I said, let's wait till the end of the month. Let's wait a month, I said. From now to, I guarantee you LeBron might not be around that MVP race. It only took a week.
Mm-hmm.
It's only taken a week. We all know now it's a 2-man team like Jordan and Pippen were, like Bird and McHale were. That's not unusual. It's not bad. It's not against LeBron. But the nonsense, I think, is that Davis has been the better player the last 2 years.
Yep, 100%.
Instead of him. But the media, kneels down and bows at the feet of the king. That's not their job. Their job is to see. Donovan Mitchell's the real MVP right now, except for one thing. Is he? Or is it the whole team? Because they move the ball and everything else. If you're really looking for the MVP, it's Jokic. Look at that guy.
He's been incredible this year.
He plays in Denver. He plays in Denver. He can't win. Oh, why? You got to go by a seaplane to get there, and then you take a trolley up a hill, and then you go into the coal mine, and then you go and you take a shuttle bus. That's how you get to Denver. I go, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know what? Right now, if he was on any team, they're favorites. Except, and you see what happens with Luka. He's got nobody around him.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody. He's the new Dirk Nowitzki. Try to win one for me. I'm Mark Cuban.
Yep.
I'll give you advice on everything, but when it comes to my own team, let me have my superstar. We'll pay him a ton, and pray God we can get some guys out of the G League, and he can fill the roster.
Isn't that funny how that works? Yeah, we saw. Thankfully, Dirk.
Mark Cuban. Look, he got advice on everything: politics, entertainment. Made a bundle of money. I'm happy for him. When it comes to his own team, Dirk Nowitzki should have more than one.
Yes. That dude was amazing.
I'm sorry. You should have put more people around him, better people. And that same thing's going to happen to this kid.
I hope not, man. I want to see Luka in the playoffs. I want to see him do his thing.
He
You
should
bring
be
up
in the playoffs, but it's a tough. West is tough now.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Has been for a while. You bring up Donovan Mitchell. I have a futures ticket on Donovan Mitchell to win the MVP. Put that in. I don't believe in it, but we know in the NBA, it's narrative driven. It's the best player on the best team. So I'm really hoping that his numbers come up a little bit. Utah just completely runs away with it, and there's nothing that those writers can do.
You think Denver's tough to get recognition?
I'm crossing my fingers, man.
I've been
It's
to
like
Utah.
plus 33,000. Like I'm currently crossing my fingers.
I get you. I went to Utah with the Bulls a couple times with Jordan and them. We brought the show out there when they were in the finals. Forget about Denver. They said, we got to the airport. They said the covered wagon will take you there now. I mean, they had a Sinclair station with Dino the dinosaur. I thought it was the set of Back to the Future. I mean, Utah. It's a really cool place, but that's another place that you'll get lost. I mean, Karl Malone, the only reason he won is because they gave him a break for Jordan. I mean, let's take a rest. We're tired.
Yeah.
We're tired of 23. We're going to take a break from you, which he didn't appreciate, by the way. That I know.
That's understandable.
Chicago, there was a writer. His name was John Jackson. And his vote got out. And he's from the Chicago Sun-Times. And he voted for Malone. That was a mistake. I gave out his voicemail on the air.
Oh.
I don't know what happened to John, but he's not around. I mean, Chicago, maybe he is. I don't know. But that was a long time ago. That was the kind of guy. It was a little edgy at that time.
Yeah,
How do you go get your own guy? Huh?
I don't know, man.
I'm tired of him. What? That's not your job to say I'm not voting for you because I'm tired of you being great. That's not your job.
It's not your job. We're just here to talk about who is great. You know who is great? Russell Wilson. I hear that guy's really great. And he came up in the news this morning. That was one of the first things that popped up onto my Twitter timeline. I don't know about yours, Mike. And apparently Russell Wilson is looking for a trade now. I guess the Rockies organization, the Yankees organization weren't doing it for him. So he's trying to leave those teams. And I guess the Jets came up and then were quickly put to rest. But the Bears... apparently, so his agent came out and said he didn't ask for a trade, but if he was to ask for a trade, he would want to go to these 4 teams, and the Bears are one of them. Mike, how cool would it be if last week we talk about Carson Wentz not going to the Bears, and next week we talk about Russell Wilson going to the Bears? Is that not an increase? Is that not an upgrade? Come on, man.
Oh yeah, an upgrade. Are you kidding me? That's a difference between a Jet and the Wright brothers plane. My God, I mean Wentz. I mean he's half done. He's half in the bag. He's a guy that has been punchy, that got his brains beaten so badly, sort of like that guy, David Carr back in the day.
Yep.
Sacked
Super Bowl champion David Carr.
Yeah, but Super Bowl in baddie now because of being batted around like a piñata, okay? He goes to birthday parties and says, where's the stick? I mean, seriously. I mean, that's what he just got his brains beaten, and that's Russell Wilson has proven in my lifetime. I loved him. I loved him when he went to Wisconsin his senior year, became captain of the team, ended up winning. I wanted him for the Bears. Believe me, I wanted him for the Bears. I wanted Mike Allstott for the Bears. They took a defensive back. I mean, I could tell you the horror stories, but I wanted him for the Bears. And first round goes by, second round goes by. I'm going like this. Okay, anybody? The guy switched schools and went to the Rose Bowl. In 1 year and won. Then he goes to Seattle and makes him a Super Bowl winner. And then he goes, and now this nonsense comes out because I just don't expect it to happen. I mean, if I wanted to divorce me, the places I want to go, Scarlett Johansson, I mean, I could, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want to? I'll rattle off 4 women's names, Or if he wanted to divorce me, that's the way it would treat. I'd be begging her to stay.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're in a good spot.
Please stay. It wouldn't be the first time I said that, but I'd be please stay. It'd be like her saying I want to go with this guy or that guy after I divorce Mike, but I don't want to divorce Mike, and I don't want to divorce me. So Russell Wilson doesn't want out. So we're playing this fantasy game again, Mike. That's what we're doing again. He's staying. He should stay.
Yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere.
You go to that decrepit stadium, Soldier Field. It's the Flintstones meet the Jetsons. They should have knocked the whole thing down. I'm a veteran. I love the veterans. They should have made a new Soldier Field. That's what they should have done, and made cool columns again and everything. But don't try to save money by keeping the shell. I mean, come on, that's a rehab project, right? It's the guy that puts the addition on the house, and you know there's been an addition put. The brick don't match.
Yes,
bad look on Lakeshore Drive, one of the most scenic drives for you people around the country in the world. If you've never been on Lakeshore Drive, it's got a song by Aliota Haynes Jeremiah. Have you ever heard the song?
I need you to sing it for me.
There's a road I'd like to tell you about. Ba, ba, ba. Look it up on the computer. Lakeshore Drive by Aliota Haynes and Jeremiah. I'll wait.
No, I'll look it up later. Yeah, I'll look it up later.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just
it's okay.
I got fun doing something.
Well, we did the Supremes last week, so I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, I'm taking you back 40 years. I kid.
No, I like the Supremes. I'm all about it.
Because a woman died. We got to show her homage.
I completely agree.
We showed her homage. God bless her. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah. But other than that, everything's looking good. We got 2 games out already. I'm going to give I'll give my free pick out.
Yeah. Give the people something to cheer for tonight.
Never lie, because I got another couple picks in the back for the show. Well, you know how our rule is. I'm giving out a pick on the show like last week, and it won.
Yep. Yeah.
Count it if it wins.
2 weeks ago. Oh yeah. Okay. I like that. Yeah. I'll count it if it wins.
It's an unofficial pick, but I mean, I'd be nuts not to take it if it comes up. But if it's unofficial, then.
A couple weeks ago, it was the Lightning, I think, that won, or whoever the Lightning were.
Like a couple of them.
Yeah, man. I can't remember. Like, whatever.
So I end up counting them. Hey, look, it's not easy, folks. I coach every night. I'm up coaching 2 games a night. Get in front of the guy. I'm yelling all night. I'm in the middle of my bedroom in my boxers. Get in front of the guy. Why are you catching the ball out of bounds? Why?
Never a good spot.
To the screen. Why? Wait. Why are you fouling the guy up 8 when we're -4?
Yeah, he should have known.
And a 3-point shot. Why? And hockey. Get on sides. I mean, I coach all the sports. When you bet, you coach at night.
You seem pretty good at it too. Oh, there's actually a really fun bet.
I've been begging for years. I've been begging for decades. Please hit a shot. South Carolina. Dear Lord. You people get scholarships. I was going to fly out there and meet them at the airport and have them their scholarships all revoked.
Win sprints the whole time?
Frank Martin. What happened to Frank Martin? My God, Frank Martin was the toughest looking guy in the world. Then he caught COVID twice. He left Kansas State, where I was stationed. I loved it out there at Fort Riley, Kansas. And he left Kansas State, and then he goes over here. Okay, made a little bit more money. But they're not. That's not even a Frank Martin team. They're not.
No. Yeah, they're not tough. They're not gritty.
They're not tough at all, right, Mike? They're not, I was looking like in amazement. And then I always got to hear this too. Well, this is the new excuse now. The announcers, because they always got to give excuses because they meet all these guys to become.
They're all friends with them. Exactly.
They're all friends at the beginning, the production meeting. They want to see him again. They want the guy to wave to him when they see him from a distance over at the NCAA. They go, well, this COVID has really stopped them from practicing a lot.
Okay, it's true.
I scored 16 points in a high school game with mono. Okay, I don't want to hear it. I didn't even know.
What?
Yeah, I didn't know I had it.
What does that have to do with anything, though?
I don't want to hear it. When you put up with something, you still got to be able to shoot a basketball. What? Okay, so they shouldn't play. In other words, tell everybody we're going to lose. Tell everybody we're going to lose before we even start. That's how they sounded.
Mike, that is
a bad
insane. I love it. It's you in a high school game, and you're what?
I know. I didn't know I had it. I was like, what? I'm like a walk and I'm playing. And I mean, so a night I look at, I know kids that played in Notre Dame High School. This COVID stuff, they're playing with masks on now. I coached for 6 years. I can't have difficult. I can't. Yeah. In Illinois, they're playing with masks. In Indiana, no masks. Indiana just got done with their wrestling season. No masks. Everybody's fine.
That's good.
It's different. Maybe more populated areas. I have no idea. I don't think they do, but more populated areas.
Nobody knows.
But that was a good analogy.
I think that was
people that I heard. I talked to a guy who had COVID. He didn't even know he had it.
No, Mike, that is ridiculous. But I love it.
By the way,
I'm glad you survived, man.
I didn't play for a month and a half after that game because I had mono.
Surprise! Look at that. I'm glad you made it through, man.
Diagnosed right away. It was like the oncoming. I'm going, God, I feel no energy, but I'm playing anyway. Did okay. But I don't want to hear while I got money on the game. Well, they didn't get a lot of practice time. Nobody wants to hear that when you got your money on them.
That's true.
Well, they didn't get a lot of practice time. I'm going, yeah. And they had COVID and they're missing their two best players. But they adjust the line to that, folks.
Mm-hmm.
They adjust that line. People go, oh, we better not take them. I mean, let's face it. If Anthony Davis plays last night,
they're not 9-point dogs.
They're not 9 points. So I wonder what they'd be with LeBron off the court and Davis on. I think they'd probably be 6.5.
I was going to say 7, probably somewhere around there. I think Anthony Davis.
LeBron's going to be emaciated by the time this season's over. I think he's going to be exhausted.
Yeah, hopefully he sits a couple games for injury.
Yeah, we talked about that last week. And I'll tell you this. I saw a remarkable stat the other day. I didn't know it. I've seen 2 remarkable stats this week on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, check out Mike. Where's Jason, by the way? Didn't make it today?
No, he has a job.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was nice of him to come last week.
It was nice. It's snow. I think that helped. Yeah.
Exactly. Join the Mikey Two Times show.
Mikey Two Times with Mike North and Michael Rasile.
Didn't miss a game. Jordan only missed 6 games in the 6 championship seasons total. That was it. He missed one game a year at the most. That was it. And like he always told me, he goes, somebody's going to come to see me and I'm not going to be there. Mm-hmm. I don't know if LeBron, if there's people that haven't seen LeBron yet, or, if you go to the game and you're banking on seeing him, roll the dice and see what happens. But he's been playing a lot this year.
Yeah.
He's played. I don't think he's missed a game.
Nope.
In other years he did. He started this load management crap, which I don't like. He's the one that started it a long time ago. So we'll see what happens, but I can't make the Lakers the favorite until I see a healthy Anthony Davis.
Yeah, I mean, well, he had the Achilles injury, and he came back after
the deterioration of the Achilles.
Yeah, it's bad, man. And I mean, he came back quickly. It was like 2 or 3 games after they found like he had something, and he was ruled in, and he played a couple games, and then he tweaked it again. Yeah, and it's like, what are we doing? Like, you guys don't need to do anything in the regular season. Just make the playoffs. That's literally all you have to do is make the playoffs. You have LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and the refs on your side. Just take advantage of it. So let him sit down and get healthy. I think they brought him back too early. I speculated on that after he came back too early. And now I think it was a minimum of 2 to 4 weeks that he's going to be down. So he's out for a little while. This Lakers team, they're going to keep losing games. I think they've lost, 3 or 4 in a row at this point.
4 out of 5, 5 out of 6.
Yeah, it's not great.
Of that ilk. And like I said last night, folks, I had him. But then again, I feel bad. I feel this sickness in the pit of my stomach every time I make one of my picks because most of my teams stink with the system that I have. I depend on the Wizards. How'd you like to depend on the Wizards? Or I depend on a team like the Lakers to get 9 and to try to keep it close. But last night was a special game because of, you're right, Utah. Utah. So
they won't stop covering. They've been insane this year. So
like the Australian guy looks like my dad. What's the kid that plays for Utah? The Australian guy. Ingles?
Oh, yes. Joe Ingles. Yep. He looks like your dad? My
dad had more hair. But I mean, my dad's was an Irishman. Joe Ingles has no muscle tone. Nothing.
No. He's kind of, he's
a guy that's in the pickup league. And all he does is destroy you if you go against him. That's all he does. Destroys you. And then they got that other guy,
Bogdanovich.
Whoa. Another guy comes out of nowhere. Mitchell. I like that team. I think that's a team everybody could root for.
I'm in. Donovan Mitchell's dad played for the Mets, and I'm a big Mets fan. So
I'm in. His dad? Now I would remember him. Kevin Mitchell.
No, I think it was Donovan Mitchell.
Guy. Not Kevin Mitchell. Mitchell was good. He's stud. Who?
I think his dad's name is Donovan Mitchell too. I think he's senior and junior. Yeah.
Must have been for a cup of coffee, they say.
Yes, a cup of coffee. And I think his dad is a coach on the Mets as well, or at least he was last year. So I
like their uniforms. They look good last night as I was getting destroyed.
Hey, at least you got something to look at. Oh, you did not stay up for that game. There's no way. That game started at 9:00.
I knew it was over. Second period. About when they were bombing away the threes. I mean, they've made like 52 threes in 2 games.
Yeah, their team is It's lights out, man.
God! What
It
do you
is
mean?
lights out.
I stay up until I know all's lost. And I got to be honest with you. I should have probably gone to bed before the tip-off. But I waited. And then I said, they're not even trying. They were an embarrassment. They were an embarrassment on both ends of the court. And LeBron's turning the ball over. I go, God, if Kuzma is the guy I'm needing, we're in trouble.
Yeah, that's not. I don't want to be in that. I don't want to be in that position. I don't want to be in that spot. I don't want to be in that position.
I got up this morning, though, Mike. I said, I'm ready to go again. That's all you can do. You just bet the games and you hope your way comes out. And, the best part about this is like going 3-5 this week so far. We got till Sunday, the day of accounting. So we're right there. You don't want to be 1-7. You don't want to be 1-6. You want to be around the hunt like we were for 8-5 last week. 15-15 our first 30. You want to be around. And then you get that streak.
Yep, you get that hot streak.
That's why those tough losses we had early. We had about 3 bad beats.
Very.
We finally got a win last week. I think it was Wisconsin, Green Bay, or somebody else that came through for us at the last second. Finally, but we've been getting some bad luck with that lately, and yet we're still above 500. So I feel good. But even if you're under 500, I've always said this. This is a marathon, not a sprint. So you don't worry about it. You try. You don't let it affect your picks. But I will say this: you're more anxious if you're on a losing streak and you're down in a game.
Yep.
If you're winning 5 in a row, you're like this going, "They'll come back." If you've lost 5 in a row and you're down already 10 and you're getting 12, you're going, Jesus, could you guys come on? It's a whole different demeanor. 1 minute you're Popovich with San Antonio and Duncan. The next minute you're at the Atlanta Hawks. You know what I mean?
Ugh.
I know.
Hey, they won for me last night. I had Hawks plus 2.5. That was easy to go
okay.
out.
They're touch and go. They're touch and go team.
I'll take them. I'll take them when they win. Hate them when they lose.
Oh yeah.
Take them when they win.
Oh, absolutely, my friend.
I love it.
When they lose.
Mike, talk to me. Who do we got for tonight? Who you on tonight? I know you got a couple picks in already. And then I know you might have an extra one.
For the people that have been nice enough to even come in and tune into this great show.
And we appreciate all of you for that.
Oh, we do. And don't you, give out your Twitter feed, will you, Mike?
Oh, you can follow me at Michael Rasile 1. RASILE, the number 1.
North to North. And Win Daily.
Win Daily Sports.
People, WinDailySports.com. You go there. They got all sorts of packages. You got write-ups. People work hard. They get the shows, Flash, and, all my guys, the NBA, big on the NBA.
Capper Steve has been incredible in the NBA. We brought in an NHL guy who's been crushing it recently.
We're here with these guys. I'm humbled by their presence. So you know what? Tonight we're going to go against my hometown. I don't like the yellow pad.
Oh, I can hear it. I can hear the yellow coming out. Yeah, there it is.
Intricate system that I've had since I was a kid.
If it works, man.
I'm gonna do longhand. These are the 3 pages that I write down of all the games. No printouts, nothing. Okay. The first game, ladies and gentlemen, the Columbus Blue Jackets are minus 120 against, my Chicago Blackhawks. Hawks are playing great. One of the best power plays in the game. Okay. Their goalie, Langdon, is doing pretty good. The rookie goalie, plus they've done well on the penalty kill. They've surprised a lot of people. Nobody thought they were going to win like this. So they got a winning record. This Colleton kid, this Jeremy Colleton, I hadn't been big on him. Well, because they got rid of Joe Quenneville, the coach, who had won 3 cups. Yeah. And then they struggled, and now they're rebuilding. Jonathan Taves is still missing in action. Nobody knows what's wrong with him.
Patrick Kane is incredible, though.
He's unbelievable. They better never trade him. I don't care what they do. I've seen them all. Bobby Hull, Stan Mikita, Savard. Well, Kane is like a Savard, Mikita type. Bobby Hull's one of a kind. He was just a god when we were kids. Just 50 goals a year, no matter what, in a 6-team league. When they were hunting them down like a dog. Yep. And, he'd have a broken jaw and they want to still fight him. I mean, he was great. Take the Columbus Blue Jackets, minus the 120, ladies and gentlemen. You won't regret it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you right now. The Hawks have been on a roll. Columbus is doing very, very well. Nice club. Slight favorite tonight. Might go down to 110. See, people seem to like the Blackhawks. I put it into the old feeder system today. It came out Columbus. I said, boy, my boy Mikey, you're going to like that. So, in honor of the Mikey Two Times show, take Columbus. Take Columbus. Okay, now we got number 2. New York Islanders. Get the puck line. Mike gets excited for the puck line.
I love the puck line.
No matter what.
It's so much fun.
Pretend it's not minus 230. Pretend.
Yep.
So if you put 100 down, you lose 230. If you put the 100 down and you're getting a goal and a half, you got to take it. I'm taking the New York Islanders in your neck of the woods, ladies and gentlemen. Playing the Boston Bruins tonight.
Mm-hmm.
They're plus 125. Bruins, the marquee team. Bruins with the cool uni. Bruins with the wheel. Bruins with the big B in the middle, which we didn't know what that meant until we were in our 20s. Okay. Yeah, the hub. You know what I'm saying? The wheel, the hub. I don't know. Goofiest thing I've ever seen. Wagon wheel. Boston. I don't know.
I knew what the B stood for. I wasn't sure about the wheel,
I
though.
think originally or something.
Yeah, or Boston.
Yeah, Boston.
Two. Maybe.
Or
Oh.
All right, so Islanders, goal and a half, minus 230 if you put down 25. Okay, so you split it in half. 230, $65. $50, you pay 65. I mean, excuse me. Yeah. No, $50 you'd pay 115. 115. Because it's minus 230. If you lose on the $50 bet, with the Islanders losing by more than 2, but they won't, folks. They won't lose by more than 2. So those are the two picks, and then I got one more if you'd really like it.
I think the people would love it.
Just when I think I'm going to not play a college basketball game, nothing comes up in the NBA. I know. I'm fighting for my life. I've got a 6-gun. Here they come. I'm at the Alamo. They're going. They got a Gallon gun, and I'm going. And I'm holding them off. My unofficial pick for tonight is the Iowa Hawkeyes getting plus the 5 against the Michigan Wolverines. Iowa Hawkeyes. I'll post it. If it wins, I'll count it. If it doesn't, it's unofficial. In fact, you could fade me on this if you'd like. But this is my 3rd strongest play. This almost made the cut. Got edged out by hockey, by the 2 hockey games. But this was the 3rd one on the board. I knew I was coming on the show. Take a good look at that.
Hawkeyes those are plus 5. That's going to be a fun game, too. I'm excited for that one.
Hey, you know what? That's another one. I don't know if I gave it out. I'm going to play it. I play everything I give out. Otherwise, I feel like a heel. I do. Why are you giving it up? Because I know guys that give them out, they don't play them.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to play them. You got to play them. You play every pick you give out, though?
Absolutely. Unless I forget. Because I've actually just straight up.
I like when you put up the stop sign with me if I ask you something like really that's good. Are you winning this week?
This week.
Yeah, I love it.
No.
It's wifeless.
I had a bad, what was it? I had a bad Saturday. I had a very bad Saturday.
We got a year.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm still here.
The crap out of people. They're going to wish their mothers never had them. That's it.
Oh, I've been betting.
I was so hot earlier this year. The bookmaker called me. Picked up the phone. He says, "Why are you doing this to me? Why?" Yeah. Now lately they're going, "Okay, come on in."
Yeah. Hey, you, come on.
I remember you. You used to lose. You're starting to teeter. You're 3-5. I remember when you lost 10 in a row. That don't happen no more.
Come right back. I've been betting a little bit of the Champions League, the soccer that's been going on. I have some buddies that are good soccer aficionados.
Yeah, guys that are tuned in.
Yeah. So we've been winning. We had a pretty good Tuesday and Wednesday in soccer. Right. So I'm not angry about it.
Well, you know what I noticed too? A lot of my picks hang in there for a while, unlike the Lakers last night, but they hang in there and people do live betting. Mm-hmm. And when they sense one of my picks is starting, so they're making money anyway, and they thank me. Hey, Mike, I jumped on first half. I won your bet. But then they started teetering, and I got out of there. Okay, that's good. I don't do that. I just do the games. You do the first quarter, second quarter. stuff? Do you do the player props? I do that once in a while.
I love player props. Those are so much fun. I mean, we're all about fantasy sports over here, so we love player props. We got some good models that tell us some good things.
Who's the top guy tonight?
Who was it tonight? Give me 1 second.
I'm in the soup line, but I don't even have a bowl. I got to cup my hands. You know what I'm saying?
Bradley Beal over 40.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use that.
Bradley Beal over 40.5 PRA. That's from our good guy Ghost over there.
Let me tell you, last night, the best bet. Mitch Moss from Visson is one of those guys in the morning. He put in the bet. He had Devin Booker over 25.5 points.
We did too. We were all over that last night.
You do that because of being snubbed at the All-Star.
Yep. And it was plus money.
Okay. Now you take the game. But did you just, once they added them to the team, you were worried a little bit. But he had a hot first quarter, 16?
Yeah, he was I think he had over 30 points. So we were pretty comfortable with it. Someone in the chat saying it was 24. We got it at 27. I got it at 27.5.
I heard those guys saying and he liked it, and I did too. I decided not to put it in, and then I was going to wait till later, and then I find out he made the All-Star team. So they took sort of like, I go, he was still snubbed.
Exactly. Yep. He still wanted to let everyone know. The only reason he made it was because Anthony Davis was hurt. So he didn't make the All-Star team until so he wasn't voted in. So again, he's still got that chip, even if he's going to be there. Still a little chip on his shoulder.
Jim, yeah. Would you like to stand up in my wedding? Well, I thought you didn't ask me. One of the guys died. So that's what it's like. You know what I mean?
No, but yes.
You're next in line. And I thought that's what happened with Devin Booker making the All-Star team. I'm going, okay, here we go. I hope people win that bet, and you did, so that's good.
We won it. We were all over that last night, and I'm hopefully everybody took that with us. Mike, where can everyone follow you on Twitter? Because you're a pretty good Twitter follow.
Yeah, I like to hang out with the peeps. Like to talk. I get up early, 4 a.m, get ready. Watch a couple hours of the news, have my blood pressure rise about 150.
Yeah, don't do that, man. Just handicap.
That. I want to just grab a stick and walk into the woods.
Can't blame you.
Oh, yeah. I watch a lot of the shows. I watch movies and stuff. I'm up early. I used to go get home at that time. And you go to North on ORTH, the number 2 NORTH. Check me out at ESPN 1000 with Carmen DeFalco Friday night and Saturday mornings. Friday night at 7 in Chicago, Saturday mornings at 8. You get the ESPN app if you like, ESPN 1000 app. And then Bears Barroom every Wednesday, my show. They do with my buddy Eldo Gandia. Wednesday at 9:30 live, just like this one here, which I love doing. It's a lot of fun with you, man. It is. It's a lot of good. We talk a lot of hoops, and we'll see what happens tonight with these picks, and that's it. Any other? I like your tidbit with Beal. I'm taking Beal 40.5. I hate the hook always.
Take it.
Take it.
It should be a fun spot. They're going up against the.
It's going to talk you out of it. You shouldn't bet it to begin with, right?
Don't take it.
It's still 40-point totals.
Exactly. So
it's this with the points and the rebound. So good luck to us on that one, my friend.
I'm crossing my fingers. They're going up against the Nuggets, if I'm not mistaken. So it should be a fun game, fast paced, should be interesting. If him and Jamal Murray can kind of get into a duel, as Donovan Mitchell and Jamal Murray did back in the bubble, I think that would be fun. Bradley Beal's got to put up some points. It'd be fun, man.
I just want to I'll be counting. I'm one of those guys. I have it on a piece of paper, 41, and I start putting the slash. Yeah, like this. I'm like, I'm like it's 10 o'clock at night. 37, 35. He just made a basket. Did he just get a rebound? 34. Yeah, it's a hobby.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's really become a hobby that I made money at. But I mean, it's insane. I feel last night. This morning I woke up feeling like probably John Calipari does this year with Ajit.
Yeah, not great.
No,
but hey, it's okay. We come back for another day. We're here today. You're with us. You're with us Saturday too. Don't forget, you're on the Saturday Sirius XM show.
And listen to this. I don't know if you know this. I'm on Sirius at 4. Oh wait, you're the one that hosts the show with me.
I might be.
Oh, is our buddy going to be back?
It's Sia and Jason.
Yeah,
he's a great guy. He's good at golf. You want golf picks? Ask Sia for golf picks. He's good at that stuff.
I will. 4:15 Sirius, folks. Tune in. What channel is that again?
Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio, 87, if I'm not
87
mistaken.
on your dial. I don't care what you're doing. Gather around. Gather the family.
Gather around. Gather the family.
Around the block. I don't care what you do. Turn it on.
Turn it on with us. You can find me at Michael Rasile 1. You can find us at Win Daily Sports. Make sure to come over, get all of Mike's picks and the rest of our picks. We've been hammering. We've been crushing.
Good.
That is what we are here to do. This is the Mikey Two Times show. I am Michael Rasile. That is Mike North. And we all say thanks, everybody. Have a great day.